Good afternoon, guys. Joyful Heart here. No, it's not October yet, but I have to tell you, found my poncho and I thought, oh my gosh, that would be fun. I love skeletons. I know that sounds crazy. I will explain. But my poncho wasn't complete without my top hat. So, what you can't see behind my canvas is one of those skeletons that people do have at Halloween that now they're starting to pose them in funny positions and stuff. He he sits behind there on top of an old wine rack, so I borrowed the hat. But I love skeletons. I love Halloween. I love to dress up. But as I was digging around, I thought, you know, it is interesting because skeletons are our framework. They are us. Outside of the soul, this is us. It's interesting that babies have more bones than adults do. When we are born, I've read two different numbers. Some say we're born with 300 bones, some say 270. But by the time you hit adulthood, you're down to 206 because you've broken some, or some have actually melded together, which I think is interesting. And if you like Discovery or the Learning Channel and all that, when they find mummies in these old tombs, they can take all of what they've discovered, DNA, teeth, just all of it, and they can figure out the life of that person. And that's just fascinating to me. And then, if you were royalty, you were buried with all your stuff too. So it's fascinating to me. And I love the Hispanic holiday, the Dia de los Muertos. I think it's a beautiful sentiment to celebrate those who have passed, your relatives that have passed before you. I mean, because again, that's who we are. Some other fun facts that our bones keep growing up until our 20s, which I find that interesting. But then when you think about it on a mental aspect, our 20s really do shape us. Uh, Physically, mentally, spiritually. I mean, you've already set a bunch of habits in motion in your 20s, right? Um, More than half of the amount of bones in our body are in our hands and feet. That's pretty cool too. Now, the spiritual part of skeletons, and this is what I thought was interesting, and it reverted me back to the death card, the tarot card, the death card. A lot of people go, oh, if you pull that, it's like, oh my God, I'm going to die. No, that's what it is. It's an ending. It's an ending to something in your life. And with every ending is a rebirth. It's like the saying, when one door closes, another opens. And it's just like that. And skeletons represent change and life and strength and growth. And I thought that was interesting. I did not know that. And life grows from what is no longer here. And again, it's an ancestral thing. To remember who you are, where you come from, why things are the way they are, in a lot of aspects. Um, Death teaches us how to change. Now, what comes to mind when I just said that was, say you had a best friend that passed, or even a favorite relative, or you were super close to your parents, and you realize that we're all just mere mortals, and you miss them, and you want to honor them, and you take on, well, my hat is like falling. You want to honor them, and so you just bring up memories and maybe have a shrine, which behind this screen I also have a little like shrine box, and there's a skeleton on that too. So I do love skeletons. um, I just think it's so cool. And I don't know, maybe I am Egyptian in my past life or something, but the whole mummy thing is amazing to me, because back then they didn't have near what they have now. I mean, don't get me started on the pyramids and all that. It's just amazing to me. But the way they preserved bodies, and the way they believed that they would carry on into the next life if they had all this stuff with them, even their pets. I mean, everything was buried with them. So I just thought I'd make it a little fun today. and wear my skeleton poncho and just give you all some fun facts on death is never an ending. There's always a new beginning after that. So, with that, have fun in your life. I love you. This again is Joyful Heart. Namaste.